Oh boy. All right. So the first half of the Umineko, I've been dubbing them like makeup streams, but it's not really the case. I mean, it's just to stay on pace for the 2 streams of Umineko a week. Although we won't be able, because I won't be able to make Saturday. So we get 2 doses during the weeknight streams. Where there that is. No, go to that screen. Go to that screen. Full screen. Nope. Full screen. There you go. Oh. Ah. Scared myself there. Alright, welcome. Maybe we can finish episode 2. Oh, you put way too much faith. You either put way too much faith in me, or you truly think I'm going to be able to stream super long tonight. And the chance of that happening on my end is pretty low. Well, my target is for about 2 hours, but if something swings a certain way and the mood is right, maybe we could go more than 2 hours. But I'm just gonna say, by the way you're emphasizing maybe, something tells me it's not something that can, especially at my slow pace, can be finished in 2 hours. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, at the very least. Well, okay. So I honestly, I kind of got the sense that we were kind of probably wrapping up this episode, just because we're getting close to, unless something, I think I even mentioned in the last stream. I think I said, like, unless something drastically was different from this episode compared to the last episode, like, we've gone through apparently all the killings, so there was only going to be, like, post killings happenings, I think. But hey, if we don't finish it tonight, then possibly Friday night when we pick back Umineko up, so. Let's see. Load it up, baby. Tuesday night Umineko. Oh, we're joining Kinso. Okay, so last time we played, I think it was, I think this was, Battler. Just feeling the ultimate despair at this point. So much despair, Junko would be happy. And then in like a parallel kind of thing, he was essentially like mimicking Kinzo. And then the next line is from Kinzo, and I think I even pointed that out. That was a good way of a good thing. Yeah, he is just having a rough one. He was having a rough one. Beatrice put him basically in checkmate, it seems. Or at least to the point where he was just like, well, not only can I not solve your questions or solve how this was done, but I am being tormented in the in-universe battler, having to either suspect people that I care about or be threatened by Rosa in this case. Because Rosa, I think, then pointed the gun at him, both literally and figuratively, and was like, hey, well, you're the wolf battler. What makes it's you? You're the one. Oh, the letter incident. They went into the room and it was just him, I believe Maria, and Rosa. And then he's like, oh, there's a letter here. And she's like, how'd that fucking get there? And he's like, I don't fucking know. We just came in here. And then she was like, you're the only one who could have done it. And he was like, well, you walked in first. How can I know you're not just... It was all just bad. And then obviously before that, lots of people died. Lots of people died before that. All right, so we join Kinzo. I need to turn this up in my head. It even degenerated into "Are you the real battler?" Yes, now I remember. I recall that. Yeah. Wasn't there some line about like, oh, well, now I'm maybe just making things up in my head. I was gonna say something along the lines of like, at some point, couldn't you have like switched? Not switched bodies. That's not the term I'm looking for. Something. There was some. Yeah, but there was some mention of like, oh, how do I even know? Rosa was like, how do I even know you're the real battler? Oh, because we haven't seen you in 6 or whatever years. Yeah, that was weird. That's exactly what it was. Huh. Yeah, weird. Yeah, Rose is weird. Rose is a strange one. Alright. So, Kinzo here. Am I still alive? Apparently, some time ago, Kinzo had fallen into a doze. He searched for his spectacles and looked at the clock. It was 10 p.m. 10 o'clock p.m. 10 p.m.? That person's ceremony. Let's see, how far has it progressed? It must have come quite far by this time. Kinzo lifted his heavy body from the chair and approached the portrait of the witch that he gazed at every day. It could potentially be an interesting aspect because, of course, in the first cycle, Kinzo did not make it to the Golden Land. I guess he was one of the killed, so that's another difference. Obviously, a big difference was Natsuhi versus Rosa in the 2 different cycles, but also Kinzo surviving this time, not unlike the first time. So that's interesting. Beatrice. Very soon, I will have a chance to be reunited with your smile. I care not if I die. If I can just see your smile one more time, I will not regret this life. So, for heaven's sake, let me meet you one more time. Then, let me swear my love to you. Let me apologize for my crimes. But I won't let you escape. You are mine. From your hair to your toenails to the dirt under your toenails, you are mine. It's a little weird. Every fragment of your flesh is mine, even the broth of your corpse is mine. Ew. 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 Kinzo. I won't let you escape. This time you won't slip from my hands. I'll make you mine for all eternity. Kinzo is, problematically obsessed. I will never let you escape a second time. I will never let you escape a second time. Kinzo howled in rage, then suddenly fell to his knees as he shook and scraped at the wall. In an instant, he had started sobbing. That's wrong. I didn't want to say something like this, Beatrice. Please. Let me see you one more time. Even if you only let me apologize. Beatrice. To spare my voice, I'm just gonna say that noise. You are beloved, yearned for. I was mistaken. If you would just smile, I wouldn't need anything else. I made a mistake. I made a mistake back then. I did something that cannot be taken back. My old man sobbing voice could probably use a bit of work, so I apologize. In atonement, I offer all that remains of my life. In order to apologize to you, in order to atone for my crimes. I mean, it's obviously seemingly designed where he's like supposed to be so over the top, because you're supposed to get it's getting across that like he's like maniacally like obsessed, right, and like driven to madness by Beatrice, the sheer existence of Beatrice. But yeah, it's so over the top that it is very comical, extremely comical. In order to crimes, I offered everything. Please, even if it must happen as I die, at least let me apologize. Just once. Beatrice! I'm just gonna go along with the noises with him. Get him off my screen. Get him off my screen. I've had enough. The first 5 minutes of the stream or whatever. He needs to go. I've already had my fill. As Kinzo shook and cried, a butterfly appeared out of nowhere behind his small back, like a flake of gold leaf, and softly descended. You fool, Kinzo. Did you think any woman out there would fall for a man's tears? I know the game was like, alright, you're gonna mock the old man who's crying? Alright, we'll take him off. Fall for man's tears. Yes, okay, I read that. Well, even if it wouldn't make a human woman fall for you, it might do the trick for a woman who is not human. Are we having like a very human Beatrice moment here? Like a very, like, not her in her sarcastic, antagonistic role that we very often see her in? Is her guard dropping a bit? Kinzo, do you remember? That game of chess you played with me, which is still ongoing? Kinzo, as though he had suddenly remembered something, approached the chess set. It was as it had been during the game he'd played with Nanjo until yesterday. Sure. I guess there's been a couple moments. I guess what I'm mostly saying is for a while now we've just seen her go like turn the dial on like super high on like, because she was basically just beating down like Battler in both like the meta sense and, you know, technically I guess in the real universe or whatever you want to call it. So we were seeing her sadistic side like so often and so frequently. It was as it had been during the game he'd played with Nanjo until yesterday. After knocking all the pieces off the chessboard, he began to line them up again one by one. It was a setup for an ongoing game. That's right, like this. I advanced my queen. That was quite a spectacular move. Perhaps it was a little too intense for you. I worried whether you'd abandon your piece or not. Worried for so long. Kinzo waited with the opposite seat empty. Surely, very soon, his opponent would appear there. And he would be able to restart this game again. You fool, Kinzo. You want to apologize? You want to see my face again? You want to make my smile an eternal thing? Why can't you say a much, much simpler word? Even though that is the sole element of this world. And remember, what's the sole element of this world? I vaguely remember. It was... Is it love? Love, I think. If I'm remembering correctly from a while ago. At that time, Kinzo muttered. Was it a prayer? An entreaty? Entreaty? It was probably best to just call it muttering. I... Point too early. I love you. Beatrice. They were pure words, like something an innocent child would say, without any evil intent. You really are a fool, Kinzo. If you ever have the chance to do your life over again, know that those words will never cause a woman to fall for you. That's right. Not unless a miracle happens. That's what makes this. At that moment, Kinzo definitely heard a small knock, one with a tempo that differed from those of the servants. Who is it? The woman beyond the door didn't answer. I'm asking who you are. Will you not answer? The woman beyond the door didn't answer. Could it be? Oh! Could it be? Beatrice? Beatrice? Beatrice! It's gonna be Rosa just with her gun pointed at his face. She's like, how do I believe you're the real Kinzo? You and Battler just switched. Yeah, fucking Kinzo, you've just been locked in your room this whole time for years on end. How do I know? You didn't just get switched, body switched or something. Same with Battler. Oh, man. The woman beyond the door answered. On the 9th twilight, the witch shall revive, and none shall be left alive. Ah, damn. When we get the little transition like that, 20 minutes in, then I know I could have last stream went for 20 more minutes. I guess it's not the worst thing that could have happened, though. I'll survive. I'll get over it. Yeah, exactly. There is simply no way to know. Alright, back to the more ominous music. Battler's figure was in the dining hall. He didn't feel like going back to the guest house in the middle of all this rain, and wandered half-heartedly around the mansion in search for any place where he could sit, before setting up camp in the dining hall. He didn't even lock the door. He thought the shapeless murderer, or maybe the Golden Witch, might come to kill him now that he was isolated. But he no longer had any desire to resist. He didn't even feel like using a locked door to hold off the culprit. He wanted that person to come at him openly, from the front. If it was the killer, he wanted to ask them about some of those wonderful closed room tricks as a parting gift. If it was the witch, he hoped she'd at least take his life, with some spectacular magic. However, ironically, neither of these two came to meet him. Battler opened the liquor cabinet on his own and enjoyed the liquor to his heart's content. Aw, my man. My man. No longer was there anyone to scold him for drinking alcohol. Hey, I would do the same. Just get your most prized stuff, your hardest, and if you're already resigned to the fact that life is either going to be over or might as well be over, just go out swinging. No longer was there anyone to scold him for drinking alcohol. He boldly rested his legs on the extravagant tablecloth and savored the high-quality liquor, which probably had a mind-boggling price, drinking it down straight from the bottle. That's a good point, too. It's not even on his dime. This is probably some fancy liquor that the family has stashed away. Then, someone knocked. Battler realized that someone had finally come to greet him. Hey, it's not locked. Whoever you are, please come in. And go ahead and introduce yourself. If you're human, please give me your name. If you're Beatrice, please tell me your bust size. Oh, Battler. Oh, just honestly, just stay being Battler. Just that's just stupid. I may not look it, but I'm well known as a breast sommelier, you see. It is Genji, Battler-sama. Genji-san, huh? Sorry, but I've got no interest in your bust size. Please, come in. It's unlocked. That's very good. That's very good. I like that. The joke paid off. Excuse me. Genji-san opened the door and bowed. So, is Genji-san the criminal after all? Or maybe an accomplice? That theory would probably explain most of the tricks. Did you come to give me my last rites? Nothing of the sort.
失礼いたします。
I apologize if I'm disturbing you.
おいおい、要件も伝えず失礼しますじゃ。かえって気持ち悪いぜ。
Hey, hey, saying I'm sorry without even telling me what you want is actually pretty creepy.
何の用だよ。
What do you want? Are you gonna tell me that drinking alcohol is forbidden for minors? I'll just die anyway.
最後くらい好きにさせてくれ。
Please, let me do what I want. Now that's all about to end.
バトラー様は死せる最後のわずかな時間を
Battler-sama, do you love alcohol so much?
そのように怠惰に過ごされることをお望みですか？
That you would spend the little time you have left drinking? I mean, honestly, yes. Those words pierced me. That wasn't true.
今さら何ができるってんだ。
I just can't cope if I don't drink.
俺はいつだって死ぬ準備はできてるぜ。
I can't even taste the alcohol at all.
親方様と同じです。
You are just like the master.
本当にあなたは親方様の血を色濃く受け継がれている。
Indeed, you inherited the master's blood strongly. I just don't get the judgment because, like, sure, Genji is saying, like, oh, in your final moments, you love alcohol so much, in your final moments, you just want to spend it drinking. But, like, what's the alternative? In this exact moment, all you have left in the house of family is Rosa and Maria. And you're not on good terms with Rosa, and Maria might as well just... I mean, it's nothing. No offense to Maria, but, I mean... So if he's like, ah, shit, well, my life is gonna end, like, what? Is he gonna spend his final moments with the people that don't trust him? Huh? Huh? Exactly. It's pointless. I, too, would just hole up in the dining hall and do what he's doing.
あの豪傑なじい様が実はいつ死んでもいいと思ってたってのか。
You mean grandfather, the heavy drinker, was drinking to drown his sorrows the whole time?
それは初耳だぜ。
First I've heard of it.
親方様の人生は
After several sad incidents,
いくつかの悲しい出来事の末、
the master's life
すべて贖罪のためのものとなり果てたのです。
was reduced to one of atonement alone.
あんたは何を知っているんだ。
What is it you know?
ベアトリーチェ様の儀式も第8の晩までをすべて終えました。
Beatrice's ceremony was completed when the 8th twilight ended.
もうすべてをお話ししてもよいかと思います。
I believe I can tell you everything now.
なんだって。
What did you say? My drunkenness was completely blown away. Oh man, he's about to hear a story so well it just blasted him sober. I lowered my feet from the table and listened carefully to hear what Genji would say next.
バトラー様、
Battler-sama,
親方様の書斎へご案内申し上げます。
I shall guide you to the master's study.
親方様たちに直接お話を聞かれるのがよろしいでしょう。
It would probably be best to hear it directly from both the master and...
じい様たち。
from both grandfather and...
おい、それは一体どういう。
hey, what in the world do you mean by that?
さあ、こちらへ。
Come, this way.
ご案内申し上げます。
I shall guide you,
バトラー様。
Battler-sama. The timing on that music. After Genji-san told me to follow him, he started to walk down the corridor. I threw my drunkenness off completely and went after him. We climbed a big staircase towards the 3rd floor. Genji-san stopped walking halfway. He then turned back and spoke.
バトラー様、
Battler-sama,
これよりバトラー様は
from here on,
理解できぬものを見るでしょう。
You will probably see things you will not be able to understand. Oh my god. Are we building up to something amazing? It's only Tuesday. This is too much excitement for a Tuesday.
脅すなよ。
I don't think that'll scare me.
理解できねえもんなら今日嫌になるほど見てるぞ。
I've already seen enough incomprehensible things today to make me sick.
見えるものを見えるがままに
Please, accept what you see as you see it.
聞こえるものを聞こえるがままに受け入れてくださ
And accept what you hear as you hear it.
い。なぜ
Why?
も何も
What?
何も必要ありません。
There is no need for questions like that.
バトラ様はただ真実を知ることになるでしょう。
You will learn the truth, and that is all. Despite this being the questions arc, you are not allowed to ask the questions. We will actually just give you answers, I guess.
それをお認めになるかお信じになるか
I will leave it completely up to you, Battler Sama.
あるいは否定されるかも
Whether
すべてバトラ様にお任せいたします。
whether to accept it, believe it, or deny it. Genji-san checked one last time to see whether I was prepared to know the truth. The 8th twilight had already ended, and on the 9th twilight, the witch would revive, and nobody would be left alive. It meant that Beatrice had already been revived, and probably also meant that none of us would be allowed to return alive. If I was going lose my life anyway, I wanted to know the truth in the end. Didn't matter how hard it might be to accept. Yeah.
鬼が出ようと魔女が出ようと覚悟はできてるぜ。
Even if a demon or a witch shows up, I'm prepared.
本当にあなたは親方様の若き頃にそっくりだ。
Indeed, you are just like the master in his youth.
バトラ様、どうかご勉学にお励みを。
Battler Sama, please be diligent in your studies.
あなたは将来必ずや大きな志を持たれるでしょう。
In the future, you will surely have great aspirations.
そしてその時、足りぬ学力に一生後悔されることがありませんよ。
And when that time comes, see to it that you are never forced to regret a lack of study and training.
勉学に勤しめる機会がもらえるならぜひな。
I'd be happy to, assuming I ever got a chance to work hard in my studies. No, that got that got auto-modded so weirdly. Such a tame word. It's not necessarily a requirement, it just happens. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's that other song that's that other track that's like the one I always bag on. And then it goes ping or something like that, and then just like that one I don't like the build up and random noise it has. Genji-san's silence felt like it was further confirming a certain resigned feeling I had. And then, the door to grandfather's study, surrounded by a sweet smell, came into sight. Genji-san took a gold key with an elegant design out from his pocket. The master keys had been confiscated by Aunt Rosa, but he'd kept the key to his study, alone, on his person. Oh, yeah. He put it in the keyhole, and it made a heavy clunking sound.
親方様、
Also, I bet Rosa better not have been invited up here. Master.
源氏です。
It is I, Genji.
バトラ様をお連れいたしました。
I have brought Battler Sama with me. There was no reply, but it seemed that permission to go inside had been given.
さあバトラ様
Come, Battler Sama. Alright, what am I... Alright, let's just predict. We're gonna open the door, and the witch, Beatrice, is gonna have... I'm expecting something weird. So the first thing that comes to my mind is, like, Beatrice and Kinzo have somehow, like, fused. Like, bodies. Like, the spirit of Beatrice is gonna be possessing Kinzo for some reason. There's my sounds like a joke guess, but that is the most bizarre thing I could think of at this moment that could possibly be true. like she showed as like an ethereal being. That was my guess. This is my guess. Come, Battler Sama.
どうぞ
Please go
お
in.
入りください
Oh, I'm reading. I'm getting too excited because I'm thinking maybe I'm right. Because they're both designated as like the masters of the mansion. He's actually alive this time. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Dude, honestly, level it up. Do that thing that they do in like animes whenever characters like fuse or take over the bodies or something, and just combine the two voices, like layer them. I want it. I want it. I want it. I see the possibility. I'm wishing it into the universe for it to be a thing. Now that I've built it up, Battler says, okay,
入るぜ
I'll go in. I readied myself and threw the door open. They're gonna be fused. They're gonna be fused. They're gonna be fused. At that moment, I got slightly disoriented by the can't read. I got slightly disoriented by the dazzling golden glow. It was, unbelievably, a swarm of butterflies that shone gold. The gold butterflies that completely filled the inside of the study poured out all at once. What? What is... Oh, I'm getting excited. I'm reading ahead. I'm reading ahead of the voices. What is...
こりゃ
this? It was almost like golden leaf confetti. The interior of Grandfather's study was filled with a golden glow. And, on a sofa like a reception chair, in front of the study desk, I could see Grandfather's back. There was someone on the side opposite from Grandfather. It was in shadow, so I couldn't see it well.
親方様
Master,
バトラ様をお連れしました
I've brought Battler Sama.
バトラーか
Battler, is it?
今思考が忙しい
I'm busy thinking now.
しばし沈黙せよ
Be silent for a while. Kinzo declared that unhappily, his back still turned. It seemed he was enjoying a chess game with a visitor. Okay, so it's not the fused. It's not... Damn. Fuck. Maybe in another chapter. Apparently, the opponent had counterattacked with a superb move. Kinzo seemed to be enjoying himself as he thought deeply, while occasionally laughing and groaning.
30年考えた
I've thought for 30 years.
この一手をどう切り返すか30年考えたぞ
I've thought for 30 years about how to counter this move.
楽しめ30年を寝かせた我が一手を楽しめ
Have fun. Have fun with the move I've fermented for 30 years.
まことにこの一手は味わい深き熟成された一手よ
Indeed, this is a deeply matured move. Speaking of mature, I'm gonna need Battler to ask Beatrice, now that she is in front of him, what her bust size is. To really hammer home the joke that we were given about 15 minutes ago or so.
しい楽しい
Oh, what fun! What fun! Cackle, 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 cackle.
かなわぬかなわぬ
I see I'm no match for you. Of course. I'm a predictable man. Man, I too, if I was ever reunited with the love of my life in a setting like this, like Kinzo with Beatrice, I too would ask her to just play chess with me. I cannot think of a more romantic time waster. Bauer says, "Whoa,
これは
what is
何だってんだ
this?
来たかバトラ
So you came, battler.
しばらく待て
I've been waiting for a while.
金蔵のために沈黙
Be silent for Kinzo's sake.
まだリザインは早いぞ金蔵
Isn't it too early to resign, Kinzo?
わらわならもう数手は切り返せる
I could have countered that move in several ways already. It should have been my first meeting with that witch. However, I knew this witch. Even though it was our first meeting, I knew her from the portrait.
源氏
Genji,
バトラのために飲み物を振る舞え
serve some alcohol for Battler.
この男によりふさわしきやつは何か
What would be an appropriate liquor for this man?
若き日より親方様が愛されいつもあれば
That which the master has loved since the days of his youth.
それがよいぞ振る舞ってやれ
Good, good. Serve it.
よくぞ来たな後ろ宮バト
You did well coming here, Ishiromiya Battler.
ラまずは座れ
First, sit down.
そなたはわらわの名を何度も呼んだな
You called my name many times, did you not?
それに免じわらわとの面会を許した
In deference to that, I allowed you to meet me.
そしてお前はわらわに何を聞く
So, what will you ask me? Come on, Battler. Come on, Battler. Come on, Battler. Come on, Battler. Battler, 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 Battler.
何を尋ねるのか
What will you inquire?
黄金鏡の扉はもうじき開かれる
The door of the Golden Land will soon be opened.
魔女たちを迎え入れてのわらわの復活を祝う宴はもうじきだぞ
Soon we will have a banquet to celebrate my revival, at which I will be welcoming in the witches.
それまでの間お前の問いにいくらでも答えてやろう
In the meantime, I'll answer your questions, as many as you like. Oh, come on, Battler. She says she'll answer any amount of questions.
聞きてえことは山ほどある
No shame at this point. You're gonna die, so no shame. I've got a bunch of things I want to ask.
この島で何が起こった
What happened on this island?
そしてどうしてこんな事件が起こった
And why did incidents like these occur?
密室についても聞きたい
I want to ask about the closed rooms, too.
礼拝堂は
What about the chapel?
ジェシカの部屋は
What about Jessica's room?
シオニッサ
And the servant room?
夏代おばさんの部屋は
And Aunt Natsui's room?
そして客場は
And the parlor?
聞きたいことはまだまだある
There's so much I want to ask.
魔女の正体は
About the witch's true nature.
本当にベアトリーチは魔女なのか
Is Beatrice really a witch?
何が目的だ俺たちに何をさせたい俺をなぜここへ呼んだんだ
What's your goal? What do you want to make us do, and why did you call me here?
答えろ全てだ
Answer me about everything.
やかましい
Ah, be quiet.
問えば答えは返るのか
You think you'll get answers if you ask?
そういうな金蔵。
Don't say that, Kinzo.
もろく儚い雲の巣もヘロデの王から守ってくれることもある。
A fragile and fleeting spiderweb did offer protection from King Herod once.
この世に無駄なものなどないように無駄な質問もまたない。
Just like there are no useless things in this world, there are also no useless questions.
よいよい、すべての質問に答えようぞ。
Very well. I'll answer all your questions.
ただし、
But-
条件が一つだけある。
But only on one condition.
なんだ
What is it?
すべてを聞き、わらわの存在に納得できたなら、
If you hear everything and are able to accept my existence,
ひざまずき、わらわの靴にキスをせよ。
then you will kneel and kiss my shoes. Why? Why is it every time?
お前を屈服させたくて、わらわはここへ呼びつけたのだから。
I called you here because I wanted to make you surrender to me. She truly does. She truly does. Hey, it's all good. We have to at least have them said so that then I can go in and just automatically allow. We just gotta break the seal once. I guess the words foot fetish has never been said in the chat in my years of streaming. If you hear me, I called you here because I wanted to make you surrender to me.
わらわと金蔵は賭けをした。
Kinzo and I made a bet.
金蔵が次の手をひらめくのと、わらわがそなたを屈服させるのと、どちらが早いかだ。
We bet on which would come first. Kinzo thinking of a new move, or me thinking you surrender, or me making you surrender.
負ける気はせぬぞ。
I don't think I'll lose.
でけえ口を叩きやがって
Damn you, talking so tough.
ああいいぜ
Yeah, alright.
俺を納得させてみろよ
Try and convince me.
お前が間違いなく魔女様で不思議で素敵な大魔法を使えるってことを納得させてみろよ
Try and convince me that you're a witch who can use weird, awesome, powerful magic.
屈服したならキスでも何でもくれてやる
If I surrender, I'll kiss you or do anything else. The witch cackled gloatingly. Then, she glared at him unpleasantly with eyes that said a man can't go back on his word. Vador just does not care anymore. Alright, yep, here we go.
よくぞ言った。
Beatrice is excited at that prospect, so she says, well said.
さて、どの問いから答えようか。
So, from what question shall I begin?
すべて答えるぞ。
I'll answer everything.
さあ、まずは何からだ。
Come, what will the first one be? This is a long fade to black. Are we not going to hear it? Are we not going to be privy to the conversation? No fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh shit, I gotta read fast. And then, the witch started to tell everything. Alright, I'm prepared. I'm more prepared this time. I'm more prepared for the very fast text. She began answering all of Battler's questions. Everything made sense. He was convinced by all of it. And then Battler had no choice but to admit it. The witch certainly did exist. It's gonna come fast at some point. At least I'm not, like, purposely going slower. What followed is a story that needs no retelling. When the king falls and you are defeated, it's time to start reflecting on your finished game. And then, all you can do is set up the pieces one more time. God, this game is a coward. It's not giving us what they said. Fuck. Fuck you. Second game, Turn of the Golden Witch results. Ishiromiya Kraus died on the first twilight, chosen by the key of the Golden Land and offered up as a sacrifice. Yoshimiya Natsui died on the first twilight, chosen by the key of the Golden Land and offered up as a sacrifice. Eva died on the first twilight, chosen by the key of the Golden Land and offered up as a sacrifice. Hideyoshi died on the first twilight, chosen by the key of the Golden Land and offered up as a sacrifice. Rudolph died on the first twilight, chosen by the key of the Golden Land and offered up as a sacrifice. Kairi died on the first twilight, chosen by the key of the Golden Land and offered up as a sacrifice. Jessica died on the second twilight, pierced through the back by the stake of Asmodeus. Cannon died on the second twilight, pierced through the chest by the stake of Satan. This very whimsical music. Shannon died on the fourth twilight, forehead gouged by the stake of Mammon. Goda died on the fifth twilight, chest gouged by the stake of Beelzebub. George died on the sixth twilight, stomach gouged by the stake of Lucifer. Dr. Nanjo died on the seventh twilight, knee gouged by the stake of Belphegor. Kumasawa died on the eighth twilight, leg gouged by the stake of Leviathan. The witch Beatrice revived on the ninth twilight. She finally opens the door to the Golden Land. Kinzo, missing on the 10th twilight. After he acknowledged the existence of the witch and prostrated himself, the witch invited him to Golden Land. Rosa, missing on the 10th twilight. The witch did not invite this woman who denied the witch's existence to Golden Land. Oh, fuck you, Rosa. Maria, missing on the 10th twilight. After she acknowledged the existence of the Golden Witch and prostrated herself, the witch invited her to the Golden Land. Genji, missing on the 10th twilight. After he acknowledged the existence of the Golden Land and prostrated himself, the witch invited him to the Golden Land. Battler, missing on the 10th twilight. Will he acknowledge the witch's existence and be invited to the Golden Land? Question mark? The witch shall praise the wise and bestow 4 treasures in the Golden Land. There, they chose to revive the dead souls and the love that was lost. After all, if their desire had been a mountain of gold of any size, they would not have been able to receive it. Kinzo chose the person he had loved and lost. Maria chose the lost love of her mother. Damn! Genji chose a peaceful sleep. Genji, a real prize right there. Sleep peacefully, Beatrice. Let nothing disturb your slumber ever again. The winner is the Golden Witch Beatrice. Because time ran out before any of the 18 could solve the riddle of the gold, all 18 died. When the seagulls cried, none were left alive. Maria's wish is the same as in episode 1. That might be true, but either A, I don't remember it exactly, or B, I was having trouble reading during that whole thing that I might have I might have missed reading it or didn't process it fully. Gonna be 100% honest. I either have bad memory or it just was missed during the chaoticness of the first semi-credits like thing rolling. Shatter. Midnight? Not midnight? Right before midnight? Beatrice. Oh wait, we gotta see what happens to Rosa here. Oh no. Where are you, Beatrice? Show yourself. Beatrice! Rosa finally arrived at the chapel. She pointed her gun around her, screaming the witch's name, but there was no way she would receive an answer. After grimacing slightly, she noisily approached the table where her sibling's corpses still lay exposed, and stretched out her arm towards a gold ingot. Oh my god. It was very heavy, but Rosa didn't mind. She wrapped that one up in a blanket and threw it over her shoulder. Oh shit. At least. Just this one. Oh my god, Rosa's gonna be done so dirty right here. This alone should be worth over 10 million. Without letting go of her gun, Rosa picked up the gold as well. Her shoulders were screaming, but Rosa didn't mind. It'll happen very soon. Very soon the door to the Golden Land will open. Stop laughing with that creepy voice. Where's Beatrice?
分かってるわ。どこかにいるんでしょ。
Yeah, I know. She's around here somewhere, right?
あなたは知ってるんでしょ。
You know where, right?
どこ。
Where is she? Left, 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 left.
知らない。
I don't know.
探さなくても黄金鏡で会えるよ。
Even if you don't search for her, you'll be able to see her in the Golden Land. Left, 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 left. Ouch!
その笑いをやめなさい。
Stop laughing like that.
私が笑いたいくらいよ。
Huh. It almost makes me want to laugh.
そうね。あれは間違いなく魔女だったわ。
That's-
間違いなく魔女だった。
That's right. That was definitely a witch. Definitely a witch.
私は分かってなかった。魔女を名乗る人間だと信じてた。違う。
I didn't understand. I thought she was a human calling herself a witch, but I was wrong.
あれは本当に魔女だった。
That really was a witch.
私はあんなのにごまかされないわよ。
I won't be fooled by something like that.
いるんでしょ。
You're there, right?
出てきなさい。姿を現しなさい。
Come out. Show yourself.
ベアトリーチェ。
Beatrice!
だからもうすぐ現れるよ。
I told you. She'll appear very soon.
黄金鏡の扉が開かれるよ。
The door to the Golden Land will be opened. That's right.
それでよかったのだ。
Isn't that splendid?
構わぬ。ルークを捨てるぞ。
I care not. I abandoned that rook.
持てるものすべてを失う覚悟がなければ至ることもできぬキングがお前という女なのだ。
You, woman, are a king that cannot be reached without the resolve to lose everything one has.
追い詰めるぞ、ベアトリーチェ。
I'll corner you, Beatrice.
せめてクイーンと言え。
At least call me a queen.
ほう、なかなかに妙手。
Huh. What a brilliant move.
諦めの悪さがそなたの。いや、後ろ宮の地下。
So your blood? No. Ishiromiya blood is bad at giving up.
心地よし。
How pleasant.
実に優雅な夜だ。
What an truly elegant night.
親方様、ベアトリーチェ様、
Master, Beatrice-sama.
そろそろ宴の時間でございます。
It will soon be time for the banquet.
もうか。
Already?
早い。
That was fast.
お前と過ごす夜はいつも早く。
Every night I pass with you goes by swiftly.
月がリンゴのように落ち、川面より跳ねる小魚のように日が昇るのだ。
The moon falls like an apple and the sun leaps out of the river like a small fish. Oh, how romantic.
行こうではないか。時間だ。
It is time, so let us go.
立て、バト
Rise, battler.
ラー。わらわの復活を祝う宴の始まりだ。
The banquet to celebrate my revival will now begin.
わらわの新しい家具。いや、玩具として紹介しようぞ。
I'll introduce you as my new furniture. No, as my toy.
お歴々の魔女たち。
To the dignitaries among witches. The witch was relaxing elegantly, her feet thrown out from the sofa and resting on top of a footrest. However, oh no, the footrest wasn't a part of the sofa, but a human. A human down on all fours.
ベアトリーチェさん、お召し替えのドレスでございます。
Beatrice-sama, your silk dress.
主賓はお前だが、ホストは私だ。
You are the guest of honor, but I am the host.
私は先に出ていよう。
I will go out first.
着付けの手伝いにシャノンでもおればよかったが、あいにく残れなかったようだな。
It would have been nice if Shannon were here to help dress you, but unfortunately it seems she no longer remains.
使いたい時にいつもおらん。
She's never around when I want to use her. Excuse you?
つくづく使えんやつよ。
An entirely useless person. Alright, Kinzo, shut up. Don't cross the line. Don't cross the line. We love Shannon on the stream.
しかし、お前はよく残ってくれた。
However, you did well to remain here.
嬉しいぞ、我が友よ。
I'm happy, my friend.
ありがたいお言葉です。
I am grateful for your words.
よい、
Good.
二人とも先に下で待て。
Wait downstairs, you two.
源氏、ご苦労。そのドレスはそこへ置いていけ。
Genji, good work. Set the dress down over there.
かしこまりました。
Certainly.
それでは親方様。
Well then, master,
我らは先に行こう。
we will go first.
ベアトリーチェ、後ほどな。
Beatrice, I will see you later. Indeed. Kenzo and Genji left the study. After that, the witch and the dress and the furniture remained.
なぜわらわがそなたに肌を見せることを恥じぬかわかるか？
Do you know why I'm not embarrassed to show myself to you naked?
そなたは家具だからだ。
It's because you're furniture.
家
Furniture.
具わかるか？
Understand?
家具だよ、家具。
Furniture. Just furniture.
家具に体をさらして恥じる者がどこにいよう。
Who would feel shame at exposing their body to furniture? I mean, she might be right, but also, and I hate to bring it up like this, but something tells me, just on like a personal level, this may just be a thing Beatrice is into. Like, I hate to bring it up like that, but like, I'm not convinced she isn't like that. I'm not 100% convinced that that doesn't, like, I don't know how else to put it. Excite her. She gets a rush from doing stuff like this. You could liken this to, like, almost like she's enthralled by the teasing of people, and we've seen that manifest in many different ways throughout this whole series so far. She loves the thrill of humiliating people, of teasing them to extreme levels. This is just, to me, like another step of that. While this is true, she sees them as less than human, battler in this case. Yeah. That's my opinion of it, at least. So there's no reason for me to feel shame in front of you. The witch rose and her jacket slipped off just from her shoulders. After that, the jacket fell to the ground with a thump. Oh, it's like she was like weight training. It's like the famous Rock Lee where he takes off the heavy weights from his wrists and ankles or whatever. Same with the jacket. She takes it off and just goes dong. Little did anyone know that she was carrying 50 pounds just in the jacket alone as like a strength training. When the furniture respectfully approached to pick up those clothes, the witch gave it a small kick and it fell over. The furniture was afraid of what misconduct it might have shown. God, Battler's
そ
just
なた
been
は家具の分際で
destroyed
わらわ
here.
に自らボタンを外させるつもりなのか。
Do you, as furniture, plan to force me to unbutton myself?
立て、
Stand
そしてこのボタンを外せ。
and undo the buttons. Damn, Battler! Just absolutely whipped here.
一つずつ丁寧、
One by one, with care,
早く。
quickly. It feels like I'm reading a different thing all of a sudden. It feels as if we took like a transition into me just reading like one by one with care, quickly,
美しく、
gracefully,
粗相なく。
with no mistakes. Yeah, you don't want to fuck up. You don't want to like fuck up her snazzy outfit here, Battler. Don't do it.
客人たちを待たせてしまうぞ。早くわらわを着替えさせろ。
The guests are being kept waiting, so change my clothes quickly. Yes. Cackle, cackle. Cackle, cackle, cackle. Ka-ka-ka-ka-ka-ka-ka. Ha 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 ha.
丁寧に外すのだぞ。
Undo them with care.
そなたの目玉一つよりも高価なボタンであるぞ。
Those buttons are each worth more than one of your eyeballs.
間違ってちぎるようなことがあったなら、代わりにそなたの目玉を縫い付けてやる。
If you make a mistake and break them, I'll sew your eyeballs in instead. Cackle times 9. Come on, Battler, dress her up quickly. Go fast. Their entrance hall. Okay, the entrance hall was bustling with a crowd of shadowy people. I thought I heard, like, people. I was like, what's happening? And it sparkled gold with the gold butterflies flying about. Shadow people. The gentlemen in suits and tuxedos and the ladies in dresses looked like they were having a great number of friendly chats. At a glance, it might have looked like a fabulous medieval ball. But they all had one thing in common, and that thing was exceedingly bizarre. Because all of them had goat heads. Oh my god. Was it a goat mask masquerade? Or did they really have goat heads? It's like the character from Paradise Killer. It probably couldn't be the latter, but in this bizarre world, I really didn't know which was true. Kinzo was amongst those goat nobles greeting them. Kinzo's greetings were more respectful than would have been expected, as though these were all honored guests. At that time, Genji's voice rang out through the hall. It was a voice calling for silence. The voice stopped the idle chatter and everyone turned to face Genji.
今宵復活を遂げましたる我らが黄金の魔女
Tonight, we celebrate the appearance of our golden witch, who has achieved her revival,
ベアトリーチェ教のご入場でございます
the Lady Beatrice.
皆様拍手をもってどうかお迎えください
Everyone, please welcome her with your applause. When Genji began to applaud, it quickly spread through the guests and became a roaring ovation. Then, the Golden Witch appeared from the top of the large staircase. As she gracefully waved her hand, followed by a piece of furniture she was fond of, she slowly descended the staircase. The goat nobles offered unanimous words of celebration in some long-forgotten language, and those who were deeply intimate embraced, filled with joy at their reunion. As the witch offered greetings of reunion, the witch's furniture followed behind her the whole time. There was a chain around its neck. The other end was gripped in the witch's hand, like it was a trained dog. It wasn't there to restrain him. Those chains were a restraining device whose only purpose was to wound the furniture's dignity. He wasn't permitted to wear anything else on his body. Oh no. Oh no, battler! One of the young women goats mixed in with the goat nobles quietly removed her goat mask as the furniture passed in front of her, and she spoke with eyes that had no light in them. That face seemed to belong to a long-haired young girl. Oh my goodness! It's Bernkastel. Bernkastel. What was the button to...
Oh,
I fucked up. There was a button to... it was How Pitiful. And then it was... Oh, Lady Bernkastel. Escape clear? For some reason, I just wanted to see the full picture of... Oh, menu clear. Yeah. Oh, there's just this. Oh, yeah, there we go. Look at this. This battler. Let's get this picture in full context here. Of course, we have all the goat men. There she is. I had to look closely, but she's holding the mask. Yeah. Just about to say that. And then, really, in the foreground here, we've got the just utterly humiliated battler, which... Big bummer. He is the big loser in all this, isn't he? It's unfortunate. Welcome. Do you like my furniture? That's a nice hobby. After saying only that, the witch called Bernkastel once again put on her goat mask and was swallowed up by the shadows of the other tall goats. Oh, is it? That's a good... Not that I see, no. Sore loser. She's ticked off, isn't she? You're not wrong. Young women goats giggled, and the witch once again let out a high-pitched laugh. Bernie just didn't really seem to give a fuck. Bernie did not care. Thank you for gathering here for my sake. Why don't we enjoy to the fullest this banquet of the witch, where old friends have gathered from past and present, east and west? Come, we will eat all night, drink all night, slurp all night, and chew to bits all night as we enjoy ourselves. Look at the clock. Look at the clock as it marks when the ending hour and the beginning hour melt together. Come! Let us begin the banquet of the witch. When the witch announced the beginning of the banquet, the large clock pointed to 2400, and the sound of a bell began to ring out. Come, now is the time. Open the golden door. Freak it. Freak it. Oh man, too many effects. Too many effects. All at once, the butterflies leafed in gold, flew all around the inside of the room. Amidst the golden storm and the brilliant gold-colored light, the barrier between this world and another was cut open. Surrounded by the goats' delighted voices, the mansion of the human world and the mansion of those not human overlapped. And the members of the household who praised the resurrection of the Golden Witch scattered into gold butterflies and poured out of the depths of hell. It was a golden tornado. A rondo of golden demons. Come, tonight we will put aside rank. Throw open the wine cellar. Drop the snake's head into the liquor pot. Throw cows and chickens into the furnace alive. Drink and eat and sing and dance. Sneer and kill and desecrate and degrade. Oh, Beatrice! Take me to the Golden Land now! To the Golden Land! Ooh, ah. The goat nobles were suddenly crushing and around Kinzo. Almost like they were kids demanding the signature of some famous movie star. There were only two differences. First, these were witches, not kids. And second, what these witches demanded was not a signature. The sea of goat nobles began to drown Kinzo. Only Kinzo's laughing voice echoed throughout the area. Stop! Stop! It was a grand mixture of laughter and his death throes, and Kinzo became wine and meat and bread, oh boy. An aroma is slurped, a rich taste is gnawed, and pleasant to tear to bits. The sound of his death throes lingered on sweetly, and if adorned with melted chocolate and golden argent, it would make a wonderful dessert. If you took the bones home, you could also use them in a soup. And the remains could even become toys for the children to play with. And they could also become splendid tools for fortune-telling that also brought misfortune. That entire scene was watched by the furniture. It was all fantastical. It was all demonic. Was the quaking of its supposedly paralyzed heart proof that it could still feel fear? At that time, its knees buckled, and the furniture's body fell down in the middle of the carpet. After all, the witch had kicked those knees from behind. Kneel and show your respect. Rub your forehead against the carpet and show how vulgar you are. Put your hands behind your back and swear that you will offer all your flesh and blood to me. The furniture let out a painful voice. Fear is the most basic emotion humans have. Was that emotion reviving his sense of self, which should already have been slain? So, you are still far from suitable for my furniture. Very well. I will carefully finish you, making you into the kind of furniture I like. The kind fitting only for me. She's gonna turn him into like an end table. She's gonna morph him. As you are now, I doubt you can offer more than entertainment for our guests. The goat nobles were surrounding the crouching furniture. It seemed their blazing blood-red eyes couldn't hide their ecstasy at this new young food they'd been given. And from the ugly teeth that stuck out, countless mouths, saliva Or maybe the traces of meat and wine that they had just eaten dribbled down. That noise. As the furniture let out a wild scream, it retreated, still sitting on its backside. But the circle of goat nobles was closing in. Then, the furniture looked at the witch's face. It had surrendered to the witch, so, believing that the witch would show some compassion, it stared at her face in the end. But there was nothing but scorn on the witch's face, and she wasn't even facing the furniture anymore. The witch went off to greet an honored guest with whom she had crossed gazes. The goat nobles looked down upon the furniture. Actually, they had been waiting. Just like how one must remove the cork in order to drink champagne, they had to wait for one thing before partaking of the offering served at this banquet. Of course, the furniture didn't know about this thing, but it came out of his mouth all by itself. Just like the unavoidable pop of a cork, it inevitably came out of his mouth. Yeah. I'm not gonna try. I'm not trying it. Gotta save my voice. It was a scream. Barely. It was a sign that marked the beginning of the modest banquet at which he was to be served. Gah! Buki kya kya kaku. Ooh, ga gyoi. Oh, Gabu gabuki gaboru. Horrible. Gabagool. Lovely. By now, the garden was one of both roses and gold. A gold-colored garden where gold butterflies, gold fairies, and gold lizards rampaged and flew about wildly.
Maria, hayaku!
Maria, quickly!
Hashite!
Run!
Hayaku, hayaku! Hayaku, hayaku!
Quickly, 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 quickly! Rose grasped her gun and the blanket wrapped around the ingot, and ran at a speed Maria couldn't match, sometimes pausing to call out to Maria to run faster. So she saw it every time. She saw the golden pursuers chasing them from the mansion. The massive gold butterflies was chasing after them like a massive crawling hand. And strange-looking shadows with goat heads were chasing after them. Terrifying. There was no need for her to strain her eyes, because those blazing pupils told her what would happen if she was captured. Mama, wait! Mama, wait! Ooh! Ooh! Ow! Oh, she tripped or something. Maria fell down. For just an instant, Rosa was shamed by thoughts of abandoning her daughter and running away. And at the instant her feet touched ground, she ran back. The goat head that had sprinted over to get the first bite grabbed hold of the back of Rosa's own child's hair and pulled. Mama! No! Rosa rammed into the goat head with her shoulder. Oh my god, she's body checking. Spun. Bashed the back of her elbow into the goat's jaw and buried her knee into its protruding chest. And She thrust the barrel of the gun inside the goat head's mouth as it doubled over from the pain in its gut.
私の目の前でマリアに指一本触れてみろ。
Just try laying one finger on Maria in front of me.
元来た地獄が生ぬるかったことを教えてやるよ。
I'll show you just how lukewarm the hell you came from is. Oh! The blast from the Winchester's 45 caliber long Colt bullet exploded inside the goat head's throat, and its medulla oblongata was instantly pulverized. The goat head hadn't understood. It had thought women like... Let me try this again. The goat head hadn't understood. It had thought women were like pre-opened wine bottles. It had thought that turning them upside down would immediately make their deep red contents come out. Mama! Mama! Maria, who had been released, hugged Rosa. But the pursuers were still coming. They could see the giant goat heads, who had given up pretending to be human, running towards them from across the rose bushes. Rosa spilled several extra bullets, which had been in the pocket of her coat, all over the place, told Maria to pick them up. Yes! Pick up, pick up!
マリ
Maria,
ア、ママがもし倒れた
if Mama falls down,
ら、あなたは走りなさい。
run.
海岸へ行くの。
Go to the shore.
そして、泳いで泳いで泳ぎなさい。
And swim, and swim, and swim.
この島のどこにも生き延びることのできる場所はない。
There's nowhere for us to survive on this island. No! I'll stay with Mama. Rose's gun roared 4 times. But even though 4 shots really did hit the massive approaching goats in the chest, they didn't even flinch. The goats ran with a violent vigor, so they planned to crush Rose and Maria with those massive bodies.
弾を入れて、
Put the bullet in!
早く。
Quickly! Rosa grasped the blanket with the ingot in both hands, and she herself sprinted, pulling it along, without even an ounce of fear of those strange-looking giants. If it's to protect my daughter, I'll overcome even hell.
見せてやるよ。
I'll show you
黄金の夢ってやつを。
this golden dream! Oh no, she's gonna do her limit break. Whoa, 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 hey! Rosa roared. The goat heads roared. That terrible heavy ingot, after picking up a fearsome centrifugal force and speed, slammed into the head of the goat head. Did I read that right? Slammed into the head of the goat head. Okay, sure. Rosa pulled a fountain pen from her pocket, but she held it crooked. She placed it in her palm, in the gap between her middle finger and her ring finger so that it stuck out when she made a fist. Almost like a stinger was growing out of it. Damn! That stinger sliced into the left eye of the goat head as it fell over. Was the goat head's roar? Was the goat head's roar a scream? Rosa's roar was different. She pulled back her fist and slammed it into the fountain pen that was still sticking into the goat head's eye. The pointed tip was gouged into the depths of its head. Mama, the bullet went in!
上出来。
Good job. When Urza grabbed the gun Maria had thrown, the giant finally tumbled on the ground with a thunderous crash. However, at the same time, I saw the goat head pursuers on the other side of the rose bushes increase in number. I've gained enough distance for now. I held onto the blanket wrapped around the ingot and the gun, and once again ran with Maria. Why am I running with a gun in my right hand and the gold in my left? Did we just, like, randomly switch from, like, third person to first person? This wasn't being read as first person this whole time, was it? No, this felt so jarring. This felt like, I'm pretty sure we were, for a good section of this, we were reading it as, like... What's it? Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought, like, the whole time I thought I was, like, reading it as, like, Rosa did this, Maria did this. And then all of a sudden it's like, I. Whatever. What am I running with a gun in my right hand and the gold in my left? Why don't I let go with one hand and grasp Maria's hand? I can't let go of the gun that protects my body. Oh, okay, you don't think it's Hurston. Okay. So I'm not going crazy then. Possibly. I can't let go of the gun that protects my body. I can't let go of the gold that protects my future. But even so, I've let go of the hand of my daughter, the one who is my future. Run. Run, run. She got out of the rose garden and began to run down a staircase through a grove of trees. But Rosa knew. This path through the grove turned and twisted many times, and only seemed to be long. She tore straight through it. She had played here can't read. She had played here often since her childhood years. So she knew. To the beach, to the beach, to the sea, to the sea, to the sea. And after reaching the sea, nothing to do but swim, swim, swim. And if Maria can't swim, I'll carry her as I swim. There's nothing but death on this island. Duh. Mama! As she raced down the stairs, she took a bad step. Oh, that sucks. A violent pain ran up her left ankle, and her mind went completely blank. Oh, that sucks. Rosa fell down several stairs, shocked by her ankle, which was bent at an odd angle. Ooh! And the blanket with the ingot wasn't there. She had let go of it the instant she fell, and had disappeared somewhere into the darkness. Only the gun was left. Tremors in the earth were getting closer. It was only a matter of time before the goat heads flooded in. She didn't want to imagine how many there would be, or how strange they would look. Okay. Don't have to answer this in chat if it's a spoiler by any chance, or if it's going to be, like, answered, like, immediately. But, like, are what we're seeing right now the punishment for her not accepting Beatrice as a witch? And if that's the case, the scene where we were at the chapel and she was saying, oh, Beatrice is a witch, was that just her too late to saying it? Or she wasn't believing it? Or she only was saying it after she saw something happen, when it was like past the time where she could have accepted the witch as like a thing? Am I reading that correctly? That would be my question right now. I assume this is like the punishment at this point. Like she didn't accept Beatrice, she's not getting into the Golden Land. That makes sense. I believe that makes sense to me. And I assume I'm reading that part right. But then, because the thing said, oh, she didn't accept Beatrice, she wasn't accepted into the Golden Land is what was said. But then, the moment where she was like, she was in the chapel, and she was screaming, like, oh, yeah, Beatrice is a witch, she must be a witch, whatever. Was that just, like, the timeline-wise, like, too late, or did she not believe it, or is there not an answer to what I'm asking? Or am I just reading it completely wrong, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even matter, perhaps. The lightly dancing gold pursuers arrived. The gold butterflies surrounded Rosa and Maria, waving and clamoring as though saying, the prize is here, the prize is here. Rosa couldn't even try to get up. The violent pain from her broken ankle was so great that she couldn't ignore it, even in her last moments. What am I doing? I had the gold, which would have been worth several million yen. I might have been able to start over with that. And yet I fell, lost it, and now my own life is in danger. And Maria's too? What has my life been? I was born into an incomprehensible family, with irritating older siblings since the day I was born. What did I do? No matter what I did or didn't do, I was always in trouble and bullied and made fun of. What has my life been? Mama! 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 The roar inside Rosa's heart shriveled away and disappeared. It disappeared when she heard Maria's crying voice as she sobbed and clung to Rosa. Maria. Mama remembers something she's got to do. Please go on ahead. Oh no. Oh no. Is Rosa gonna do the thing? No, 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 no! I want to stay with you, Mama. I don't want Mama to die.
マリアは
Maria,
こんな悪いママでも
even though I'm such a bad mama,
ママと一緒がいいと言ってくれるの。
you still say you want to stay with me? Yeah,
ママと一緒がいい。
I want to stay with you.
ママと一緒がいい。
Want to stay with Mama.
あなたのことを一番にしているように見せて、
I made it look like I was putting you first,
いつもあなたのことを後回しにしてきた。
but I was always putting you off.
運動会に行っ
I went to your athletic meet.
た。授業参観に行っ
I went to Parents' Day.
た。でもいつもママは世間体のことばかりで、あなたが瞳にいなかった。
But I was always thinking about how I appeared to the world, and you were never in my eyes.
こんなママとでもあなたは一緒にいたいというの。
Are you saying that you want to stay with that kind of mother?
こんな
Even though
悪いママなのに。
I've been such a bad mother?
ねえママ、
Hey, Mama,
知ってる？
did you know
世界にママは一人しかいないんだよ。
you're my only mama in this world? Oh. See, I sort of feel bad for Maria. I still feel no pity for Rosa, because Rosa is it's always so convenient in your final moments right before you're set to die to just be like, all right, I'm gonna confess, I'm willing to confess I'm a shitty person, just to make yourself feel better in your final moments. It's almost selfish to be like, you know what, in my final death moment, in my final moments before I die, I'm willing to admit I sucked ass in like a last-ditch effort to try to like get off the things. Evil.
ママも悪いママ
Evil. Manipulative.
もいない。
There's no good mama or bad mama.
ただ
That's my opinion of the situation, at
ママが一人
least.
だけなの。
There's just one mama.
だからマリアは世界でたった一人ママがいてくれればいい。
So I don't need any other mama in this world.
そしてママにとってたった一人のマリアになりたいの。
And I want to be your one and only Maria.
機嫌が良くて甘やかしたいマリアと邪魔だからいてほしくないマリアは別人じゃないの。
The Maria you want to spoil when you're in a good mood, and the Maria who's a nuisance and you don't want to be around, aren't different people.
マリアもたった一人のマリアなの。
There's only one Maria.
だから怖いママも優しいママも一緒。
So the scary mama and the nice mama are the same.
マリアには
To me,
たった一人の
they're my one and only
ママなの。
mama.
私は
I was
なんて
such
バカだったの。
an idiot.
黄金なんかいらなかった。
I didn't need gold.
ただあなただけの手を引いていればよかった。
If only I just pulled you by the hand.
私はなんて
I was such
バカなママだったの。
a stupid mama. As opposed to like a cooking mama. That was a terrible joke. The shadows of the goats covered the sky even more thoroughly than the trees of the forest. Their roars blotted out the world with fear. Rosa, still hugging Maria, readied her gun with one hand.
マリア、一緒に行こ
Maria, let's go together.
う。ずっと一緒よ。
I'll never leave. Oh, I'll never leave you. Oh no, is she gonna now?
ママが迷わないようにずっと一緒に。
Let's always stay together so that Mama never gets lost again. Yeah,
すぐに会えるよ。
we'll be able to see each other soon.
ずっと一緒だよ。
We'll be together forever.
黄金鏡で会えるよ。
We'll be able to see each other in the Golden Land.
そしたら一緒に遊ぶの。
And then we'll play together.
狼と羊のパズルで遊ぶの。
Play with the wolves and sheep puzzle.
ママはまだ1問しか解いてないけど、マリアは全部解いちゃったんだよ。
Mom hasn't solved more than one of the puzzles, but I've solved them all.
だからマリアが出題してあげる。
So I'll be the riddle giver. That's not where I thought it would be. Just trying to check something. She had bought it as a birthday present, and then hadn't played it with Maria after that first night.
遊ぼうね一緒に
Yes. We'll play together.
約束する
I wanted to check the I don't know what else to call it, the end results like screen thing again, but I think that's only contained on the title screen after the fact, and it's not in this little section. We'll play together, I promise. Mama! Those eyes, sparkling like red-hot lava, look just like a group of fireflies. With 10 million fireflies! And that's the word as I fell asleep. 'Cause they fill the open air. The teardrops everywhere. Think me rude, but I would just stop and stare. If I was quicker, I would make up on the fly Firefly lyrics that match the story that's happening right here. No, it's okay. It was mostly like a general thing. I was gonna check something, but it's not super pressing at the moment. They danced, closed in, and attacked. Come on!
マリアが込めてくれた銃弾を食らいたいやつから前へ出ろよ
Let whoever wants to eat the bullet Maria chambered for me step forward! Screen shake! Oh, that was interesting. I'm gonna make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. The Golden Witch has prepared a gift for you in commemoration of your stay. You can find these new features. I wanna make myself believe that planet Earth turns. I don't even know if that's the actual lyrics to that song. Slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. Something, 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 something. Yeah, I still have the tea party and the question marks to go. I'm assuming that'll get left for Friday. That is correct. I apologize. I'm ending the stream on me shittily singing Fireflies by Owl City. But, yeah, we'll just leave that for Friday night stream. And do those, I guess. Oh! Wait, do I have to wait for actual Chapter 3 to pop up for that to actually... Oh, boner. Okay, yeah, it's not there. Shit. Alright, that's fine. So yeah, that's exciting, though. Actually finishing, like, episode 2. And then getting to do Tea Party and question marks times 3. On Friday night. Sounds great. Tomorrow, I should be streaming. We'll do some Zenki Zero. We'll actually do non-economy running in that game. We'll actually progress, hopefully. Thursday, no stream. And Saturday, also, sadly, no stream. I have real-life plans all day on Saturday. I will be gone. But then, most likely back Sunday. But I guess we'll see. So, thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you for enduring, as the episode was a lot of me screaming, a lot of the game screaming, a lot of death, a lot of me singing Owl City there at the end, probably with the wrong lyrics. Was this before ending the stream? Oh, can I check the description for episodes 1 and 2? The descriptions? Is that in, like, in here? These things? You want me to just read these? Welcome to Rokujima. The Golden Witch extends her heartfelt greetings. Please take it easy and relax for the time being. Didn't I read these? Probably. Maybe you're just trying to get me to catch something. There's no need to think overly hard about any of this. Quietly accept all that is about to happen. That is all that's being asked of you. The difficulty level standard. We might as well at least start by taking the easy road. Oh, you're just seeing the difficulty things. Good morning, the Golden Witch eagerly awaits your arrival. Please do grant her that wish. Were you able to get a good rest and perfect your strategy? Witch expects a lot from you and is more than ready to launch an assault right from the start. I also look forward to seeing your strategy. The difficulty level is extreme. The witch intends to make you surrender all at once. Man, dude, I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to see yeah, Battler cannot hold the extreme difficulties. Something tells me Battler would not be able to deal with the... I don't know, I was going to make a dumb joke, like something about Dark Souls difficult. I don't even know. Man, I feel like we got through episode 2 just overall faster through than episode 1. I don't know if that's just because I streamed it more. Like I streamed it faster. Or I did longer streams lately. Or if episode 2 is maybe just a bit shorter than episode 1. There's the joke. There's the better wordly joke. Episode 2 is the Dark Souls of Umineko episodes. And Battler could not beat it. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night with Zanki Zero for just a bit tomorrow. And then back with the Tea Party and question marks and maybe the start of episode 3 perhaps on Friday. Thanks so much for watching. Of course, archives are up on YouTube. Those are still slowly piling up, so that's great. Follows on Twitch are great. If you're watching the VODs. If you're watching the VODs on YouTube and you're like, hey, I want to go to the live stuff, do whatever you want. It's my normal rules. I don't care. Don't subscribe to YouTube. How about that? Don't like and comment. Subscribe. Until tomorrow's stream. Thanks so much. Have a nice rest of your night.